You know, last year I tried a Z-Wave SmartThings kind of smart sprinkler controller. Yeah, it was okay. Right now I've got the Rachio. Is it Rachio? Uh-oh, they're gonna get me for that. Gen 2 sprinkler. It's got 16 zones. I'm ready to get this installed, so I need to get it out of the box. All right, here we go. So it's got an app to it. 16 zones. This is gonna be nice. Look at this, this is pretty nice packaging. It's got all the stuff up here. Pretty nice. Beauty and efficiency start here. You know, sometimes I just want to turn zones on and schedule, you know, a simple schedule, and that's all I was looking to do with the last one. Last one I was using was Spruce. I got it to work, but sometimes I was a little uncomfortable with it. I'm not gonna pop that in half yet. Let's get started guide, that's a good thing. Mounting it on the wall. This, by the way, is going inside. They do have options for you if you're going to put this outside. That. Power supply. Very good. And that's the end of the packaging. Woo! All right. I want to see inside of it, don't you? Cover, base. Phillips screwdriver, we need some wire strippers. Wi-Fi, check your sprinkler system, take a few pictures. I'm really looking forward to getting this on the wall and mapping out my zones so I can kind of redo those zones once the pool starts going in. There it goes. I don't want to tear it up. So this is truly the cover. It's got a zone map in here. Looks like a Sharpie would probably work very well right there. Here is everything. That looks sharp. So you can pop the cover off and manually operate this thing. That's a good first look at this 16 zone controller. I'm gonna go get this in the garage, get it on the wall, and we're gonna water the lawn. It's out of the box and onto the wall time, and I've got a mess here. This is another smart irrigation system that I'm gonna be taking off, but I wanna show you a few things because they recommend in the directions that you take pictures of your old installation. Yes, I did that. This is the old box, and here's the old box here. Now I went so far, I don't know why, but I wrote it all down on a block of wood. You know, this has been the handiest thing because it's here and I'm not gonna lose it. But I was able to find my wiring diagram on Google Photos just by searching wire. I know a lot of you are gonna be taking this off of your wall, right? One of these older systems. This is super simple. Don't let this scare you. Don't let all this wiring scare you. It's actually really fun too. So just take pictures of it and follow the diagrams. Even if you have an external rain sensor to bypass, it'll use it too. Don't let it freak you out. Just take pictures of it. You'll be fine. It's time to get to work. I'm also gonna be cleaning up this dog fence that's laying on the wall. And look, I've got these old holes from the old system. So let's clean this up, make it look pretty, and then we'll play with the app. All right, everything's on the wall. Everything's nice and tidy. I've got the pet fence fixed, minus the ground wire. I'll work on that. I don't like that I have to use this top one because it can be top heavy at times, but if it is, what we'll do is we'll just wire, zip tie it around. Got the wireless rain sensor all installed. Let's take a closer look. All in all, it's a very easy installation. Your sprinkler zone wire should be solid copper. You simply push those in. If you have trouble, you can go ahead and help them by pushing in the button and sliding it in. You may need to do that on your wireless sensor. These are stranded copper and they were tinned with solder, but it was still kind of hard to get those in. If you have questions about your sensor or your sensor wiring diagram, go ahead and look on the forums. Actually, just search Google and it'll take you straight there, usually with the model name of your sensor. Mine is a Hunter wireless rain sensor. So it's fairly easy. This one is not used. You don't have to staple your wiring. If you do, please do not staple the conductors. But I do this because I often have stuff over here and I don't want any dangling wires for me to catch on or to grab on. There were screws included with this package that you can use on your wall. However, I use drywall screws. I don't know if that's recommended, but if you do use the hardware that came with it, you're definitely going to have to use these because these don't have enough thread to catch on the drywall. Otherwise, drywall screws have a little bit more bite to it. And this is pretty sound here with 4 drywall screws. So I'm going to put the cover on and then we're going to try out the app. Alright, I got so excited I forgot to start the camera. So what I've done to this point is I've started the app and I registered my name, username, and password, and it started up and says, hey, you don't have any gear. Let's get something added. So right here, we're at the first start screen. There's a Gen 1, there's a Gen 2. We have a Gen 2. So let's do that. We can access this. It's gonna try to find the device. Oh, there it is. Cool. Found it. And now we have to set it up on Wi-Fi. Look, I got 2 bars. It's way out in the garage on the other side of the wall, which is a good thing. So let me go ahead and add it to, okay, supports 2.4 gigahertz, not 5 gigahertz. That's fine. We're gonna enter the password. You don't get to see my password. Now I need the serial number. Okay, input the serial number. It was on the device, not on the box, by the way. Connecting. Look at that, your controller's now ready to use. Next, you'll be guided through the setup. There is my zip code for everyone. I'm gonna just name this Rachio. I don't need to, Is your controller connected to a master valve or a pump start? No. No. Okay. Configured. Hey, that was pretty easy. Okay, there's a quick look at the Rachio app. This app is running on Android right now, but I assume it's the same on iOS. Here is your upcoming schedule of weather, so that's kind of cool to do. What you're going to see some of my work coming up next in some more lovely vertical video, but you can see how I have different zones and I have taken pictures of those zones, and you can assign what kind of soil they are, their sun exposure, and what type of vegetation is there. Even go as far as the fixed spray head, and you can get really crazy in these advanced zone settings. I do not know how to do these yet, so I am going to just leave those alone. We're going to try to figure out where my zone 2 is. So we're going to hit this button right here, this big button, zones, zone 2. We'll set it for 2 minutes. Run now. Yeah, that's where I thought it was. I'm going to close this. And I did zone 1 already, but I'm going to do zone 2. There it pops up. It is actually grass by the driveway. So what I like to do is take a picture of it so you know kind of where your zone is. And I'm going to freak out the camera and go right here. Give that a check. Sorry about that, guys. And that should tell me where it's at. Can't make this any bigger, so hit done. And then I need to say, let's see, how am I going to label this? This is kind of to each your own. Front grass drive. Right. I don't know. We'll see if that works or not. And then you're done. Zone 2 front grass driveway. Zone 1. I may go back, I may start labeling these like Z1. I don't know if I really need to do that, but it's kind of how you identify your zones, and then you can get busy on schedules. That's about it, guys. With this Rachio, I mean, it does everything that I needed it to do, and it was easy to set up, it's easy to put on the wall, it's easy to install. Now it's also integrated with the Echo, with Google, If This Then That, Nest, SmartThings. I can't wait to put some of those integrations in place. I'm really impressed with this product, even though I knew it was gonna work pretty good. Now, something I haven't done is I haven't done schedules, and I haven't been able to see how well it works with the weather. Now, I've seen that it works very well in those two aspects, so I'm not real worried about it. Stay tuned to this YouTube channel and go check out resetforums.com. We'll discuss this and more automation gear. So that's a Rachio. I gotta go water the grass again. I never got it finished.